My child wants to go on a date. She's only 14. Should I let her go? I've got a boy that wants to ask a girl out on a date, and I'm not sure. I told them he's not allowed to go on dates until he's 18 because I'm afraid they will be irresponsible and have sex or do things that are irresponsible. What should I do? Let's talk today about dating and your teenagers and what is the right age for them to date. Welcome back to the Let's Explain series, everything a parent needs to know from A to Z. We're going to talk about D for dating today. And before we jump in, I want to remind you to subscribe to my channel and watch till the end because we're going to cover 3 important differences between dating and courting. So let's first jump in and talk about when your child is still young. Let's say 6-7-year-old. That's when they start building a relationship and making their first friends. It's important for us to teach our children to discern different characters, different type of friends that are making, and see the qualities they are looking for in a friend. Because when we say you're only allowed to date when they are 18 and suddenly they are 18, have you taught your child the difference between good friends, quality friends, what character they are looking in? Or will they just suddenly at 18 know how to make better decisions when it comes to relationships? No, we need to teach them from the 6-7-year-old what qualities are they looking for a good friend. Because eventually they're going to marry a friend, their best friend. You want to marry your friend. You want to spend time with a good friend one day. So let's start at a young age to teach our children on how to make healthy friends relationship. And then when it comes to the opposite sex, when it's more romantic type of dating, then you have more confidence in your child's ability to make good decisions when it comes to a quality of a friend or then a romantic relationship. So how I did this is when my daughter was still 6-7-year-old, and she would come home very excited. I made this good friend and she's so nice and she's so friendly. And I said, well, that's good. So I notice you like girls that are friendly and nice. Now I will ask, what makes her nice? And that's a little bit more of a challenging question because she needs to notice what makes that friend nice. And then what did she do that makes her a good friend? So that they can think and start thinking of what they are looking for in their friends. Because now when she's older and she's going into more boyfriend-girlfriend type of relationships, all right, it's not now that suddenly she's just looking for a nice friend. What is nice? What does nice mean to her? What does nice mean to your boy or girl? Nice isn't good enough. You don't marry nice, okay? You don't marry funny, okay? We need more than that. So what my point in all of this is we need to think a little bit further than just putting down ground rules and say you're not allowed to date until 18. You need to empower your child to make healthy decisions when it comes to relationships when they are 18 or 16. I'm not even worried about the age. When you have properly coached and help your child to think about what they want out of life and out of a relationship, then they will make healthy decisions for themselves, not to please you. They want to say, that's what I want one day. This is what I want for myself, so I will make healthy decisions because this is what I want to marry you one day. So let's jump into the difference between dating and courting because that's important for your child, because dating in today's world, it's just for recreation, all right, just to have fun. And that's normally the idea of dating, to go out and have fun. But when you teach your child, you are going out on a date with the purpose to see if you like this person and possibly to build a long-term relationship. Then your end goal is changing into courting, not dating. So dating says, I just want to have fun for a lot of people, and that's why it's important to define dating. So don't get on a high horse and get worried about the semantics or the technicality of dating and courting. The purpose, the goal is more important than the definition. So let's say the goal needs to be, when you go out with somebody, is to say, I want to build a long-term relationship. and if this person fits the qualities and characters that are what I'm looking for. All right, so when your child is still young and they say they want to go on a date, don't freak out. My first go-to question is, what do you mean by a date? Just go there. Don't preach. Don't teach them the difference between dating and courting. Just ask, what does dating mean? If they say, I have a boyfriend, what does a boyfriend mean? Does it mean that in a primary school that it's just a boy that's my friend, that's playing with me break time, we're having lunch together, we're playing touches or something like that? All right? Don't freak out. Listen to your child's definition of a boyfriend or a girlfriend or dating. Okay? Is it meaning holding hands? Is it meaning kissing? So that you understand where they're at. Don't just start jumping in and say, no, no, no. I've got this one teenage boy and his dad said he's not allowed to date until he's 18. But when I spoke to the boy alone, he actually was dating a girl from 16 and he never knew, his dad never knew that happened. And that was just because he never talked to him about what's a good relationship. And now he's seeing me and there's not a good relationship and there's problems and all of that. Wouldn't it have been better if he just taught his child to how to look for the person with good character and values that's the same as his? Okay, so don't just put on an age. All right, so courting is intentional, dating is recreational. The second difference is clarity. Courting is very clear on what they are expecting when they are going out. There's boundaries set. They know how far they would go, or hand holding, kissing, stuff like that. Dating is confusing. They're not sure. Will he still be my boyfriend if I don't kiss him? Will he still be my boyfriend if we don't have sex? All right? So if you use the word dating in that definition, your child might be struggling, because what does it mean by dating? Courting is intentional and it's clear on what to expect in this relationship. And then lastly, courting is also, there's accountability. Courting happens in a community with family and friends and the church. So you will go out with friends and the boyfriend will come over and visit. All right, being part of the family, seeing that this is how it works and you are being accountable for that. Dating is not accountable. It's normally in a secret sometimes, especially if you put on restrictions and telling your child not to date. So be careful not to go there. I want to encourage you to watch one of my other videos where I explain Dr. Paul Jenkins' model of control and maturity when it comes to dating. I also refer to that in my Let's Explain Parent program, because it's important. It's not about how old your child is, it's how mature they are in making healthy decisions. Now, what do I want to send you away with today is, remember, don't just preach and say, no, you're not allowed until 18 or 20 or whatever. Make sure that you teach your child what they are looking for in a healthy relationship and show them from a very young age how to make healthy decisions when it comes to relationship, friendship, and then eventually when they get more romantic or intimate like that. All right. So thank you for watching today, and I hope to see you next time.